have no fear. This one is not going to be as negative as Pinhead. Of course, I still have a few issues with it. One of my issues with it was a very similar issue to Pinhead. But what we're going to do is we're going to get through this whole entire Gavel, talk about it, everything, and at the very end, I will get into what I don't like and why. But for now, let's roll the intro.
Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to Gotham.
Cenobites.
Such a shame.
Same city, completely different zip code.
All rise, motherfucker.
Alright, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. You have clicked on Gotham Cenobites, and it has been too long since I have done this, but we are in session. Okay, so today we are going to be taking a look at the Chatterer from Hellraiser, marketed from the first movie by PCS, or Premium Collectible Studio. I think that's what it means nowadays. But yes, PCS, Pinhead, and yeah. This is weird. I saw the teaser, and it was just words. Chatterer 1/3 coming soon. And I showed the wife, and I'm like, watch. It's going to be the same exact base, and he's going to be holding chains. But, so that's what it was, and I'll get into that at the very end, like I said, why that bothers me so much. But, yeah, I don't want to lag anymore. This is PCS, Gotham Gavel, 1/3 Chatterer by PCS. Let's get into the pictures. Alrighty, so getting into these pictures, and this thing was announced about a week ago, and it went up for pre-order. Let's see, today is filming on the 14th, so 2 days ago, this went up for pre-order on PCS, and at the very end of this part, I'll give you a few recommendations as to where I would buy it if I were buying it. But getting into this first slide, I mean, this is of course the regular. There's 2 different versions, and I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. I mean, there is an elephant in the room here, which we'll find out later. But it's not a bad looking pose with the arms. I mean, yeah. It looks like Chatterer. We'll get to pictures later too, from the first movie. The suit is so cheap and shiny looking, to our standards nowadays. This is much better looking than the movie was. But the second slide is just kind of different angles of it. I mean, front, back, side. I mean, it looks pretty good for what it is. I mean, it's the Chatterer, and yeah, they didn't drop the ball on anything. And getting into this next slide, I mean, this is kind of, close-ups or closer up on the portrait, and I mean, I think Franco Carlissimo, sorry if I'm butchering that, he's the one who sculpted this one. It was said that he sculpted the Pinhead, or it was told to me by Ant from PCS that the same person sculpted this and Pinhead. I don't think, looking at them, I don't think that can be true. At least with the portraits from Pinhead. But moving past that, the Chatterer looks, like I was saying earlier, it looks better than the movie did. Yeah. Getting into the next slide, you see, the blood effect on the hooks, the hands, the chains on him. It looks pretty impressive. I would hope that this is what you're going to get. This is the prototype. This is the master painter. So this looks great. I just hope everyone who's buying this, I hope this is what it looks like. And then another shot slide of the close-up on the portraits. This is all angled. I think I have some angles here from the back, but yeah, there is nothing at all about this that I don't like. It looks amazing. And this next slide, it looks freaking incredible. And like I said, this is the master painter. I hope they all turn out this well, but just the blood effects on the back of his head, it's just, yeah, it's amazing. If this turns out like this for everybody, this will be the best license or any Chatterer on the market. And we're getting into this one now, as you're seeing that the deluxe version is going to come with a second portrait that we'll get in soon. I don't think it was technically necessary or different enough, in my opinion, but you see here also it does have a arm swap out. And so we're going to, with this slide, we're kind of looking at like the same kind of pictures, but with, you can't really see it yet, but it is a different head, and it is the different arm swap out, which again, like neither of these to me, it's not that they weren't necessary, I just, for it to be an exclusive, they could have done better, in my opinion. And you saw in that intro, there's a whole nother Chatterer head that looks different, and we'll get into it later too. I do not like it, but to me, that head was plenty different enough to add instead of this one. And this is what I mean getting into these close-ups. The only difference is that his mouth is open, which, if it's not going to actually chatter, I don't think this is a good exclusive. It's pretty much the same head, just open. Yeah, it looks great. it looks really good. I just don't think this was a good exclusive. The hand too. And then getting into this one, you're kind of seeing the difference side by side, like I was saying. It's very nitpicky, you could say, I guess. I just don't see I just don't see it being different enough. There's all kinds of things they could have done, but they didn't. But yeah. And that's going to kind of wrap it up, pretty much. This next slide, you see the dimensions. I know that they're exactly the same, because it doesn't matter which version you buy. It is going to be 30.5 inches tall, 14 in width and depth, 14 inches wide, and 14 inches deep. And this first slide is showing you the prices if you want to take the risk and buy it straight from PCS. And you see there's two different prices on both of these, and it's because the early bird pricing. The early bird for the regular is $1,215. The early bird for the deluxe is $1,260. And then if you do miss the early bird, those the regular prices are below, and it's $1,350 regular and $1,400 for the deluxe. I do personally, for what I've seen and heard in the community, I do not advise going PCS directly. And this next slide, I know typically you don't even get the opportunity to buy the deluxe if it's not through PCS, but they do have it on Sideshow, and right now the regular is $5 more than the regular price after the early bird. That's $13.55, and the deluxe $14.05. I know you're not getting the early bird pricing, but it's very hard to kind of cancel a purchase if you decide, you know, if you can't, you know, if something, you know, with your life happens later, it's very hard to get your money back. And then I've just heard horror stories in the community where something comes broken and they're just not very customer oriented. So I would go Sideshow over PCS. I did want to mention this last one though. Typically, I'm getting a statue, and I get mostly all of my 1/6 figures through Collector Zone. And if you're part of his cantina, you can get all kinds of discounts. Like, I know this price right here, $1749.99, is crazy. We've already talked about the other prices, and he only really has one version. Usually, if there's two different versions, and he can get his hands on either one, he's only going to sell the deluxe. So the deluxe from Collector Zone is $1749, but if you are in his Cantina group on Facebook, you do get codes for discounts. There's really, what I usually do with statues and 1/6 figures with him is you fully pay for it, and it's pretty damn good discount. I mean, I know it says $1750, but it's probably going to end up with all the discounts, you know, below what the other one was. But if you were in his group, there is other tiers too for even more discounts. So me personally, I'm not buying this statue, but if I were, it would be through Collector Zone. Okay, so I know that was pretty basic run through, but I was trying to get through it pretty fast. There's no arguing here, okay? The head is great. Both heads. The blood effect is amazing. Chatterer himself is great. One of the more obvious issues I have with it is the base. And I had the same issue with the Pinhead, but I could let it go. But for this one, and it seems like going forward, they are going to all have the same exact base. But I just don't understand that at all. I don't get it. And I'm going to kind of show you this video while I'm talking. I just don't get it. Because we're going to see at the very last part of this video, there's already a tease for the third one in this line. So we're probably going to get the original 4. And I just don't understand, with all the other 1/3 horror pieces by PCS, with all the elaborate bullshit behind them, you had an opportunity to kind of do these really good bases and have it all kind of connect, all 4 of them, and be like a nice little diorama. Like this Nika, the 7-inch Nika thing right here. I'm going to show you a small video. I just don't understand why the base isn't like the attic floor. You know, one of them could have had some candles, you know, there could be tons of blood, and then once they connect, it's the whole attic floor with chunks of Uncle Frank's face, with blood stuff. I mean, you could even have, I don't know, one of the pillars hanging next to one of them. I don't know, there's just, to me, it's a huge miss. And to me, if you're going to have the same exact base for all of them, it would make more sense to do like a J&D style base, or an old Sideshow circular base. It just doesn't make sense to have 4 Cenobites all on the same box base. That is me probably being way too picky, but it's just, you know, to me, like, the floor, the attic floor was another character in the movie, where, you know, the blood brings back Uncle Frank. And then, to me, one of the most iconic, you know, parts of the first movie, maybe the first 2, is when you're solving the box. While you're solving it, the blue light that comes up on the freaking wall slats, it's just, you could have had something like that, where behind one of them, or all of them, a wall with that type of shit. And you could have had a light up feature, or leave it up to us to put a blue light back there to have it shine through. I mean, just all the talk he was talking about Hellraiser, and you just go this basic. And the wife told me I shouldn't use the word lazy. I think it is, though, man. You're using the same exact base. I don't know. That's one of my biggest issues, though. Base for this, and it looks like the same exact base going forward. So that's one big issue.
Perhaps you're teasing us. Such a shame.
So I played that whole video, which I think it ended up being like 50 seconds. That is every Chatterer scene from the first two movies, which seems to be, the license seems to be the Chatterer from the first movie, but I went ahead and included all of the scenes from Hellraiser 2 of the Chatterer. And my biggest hang up with this is those chains and those hooks. And I don't want to 100% put the blame on PCS, because I'm going to show you either pictures or a video of everything. Every single licensed and unlicensed Chatterer is holding chains and hooks. And he never is ever seen in any fucking part, movie or comic, holding the chains and the hooks like that. Whether you go from the 7-inch Nika, the 18-inch Nika, the one with the eyes from Hellraiser 2, I think it even came with a chain and hooks. It's pretty much the same figure with a different head. The fucking Funko Pop. And then even the unlicensed Lego I got. It's a fucking Chatterer is holding hooks and a chain. And I even had this kit put together from a friend. And even this unlicensed kit thrown together, it's holding a fucking chain. Excuse me. I just don't understand it. And again, I'm not putting the blame on Ant fully on PCS, but I just do not understand, if it's a licensing issue, why it is. Because every other fucking Chatterer thing you can find out there, licensed or not, is holding, it's the same exact pose as this. So what I put the blame on Ant is I don't understand why you went with copying everybody else. It's the same stoic pose holding these fucking chains. And to not even give the collector the option to switch it out. He has to be holding this fucking chain. It really, really bothers me. I mean, this is going to probably be the only 1/3 Chatterer, and it's all you did was copy the same base as your Pinhead and the same pose holding the same chains as everybody else. So you have chosen to just be the same, and I don't understand that at all. So that's, I know it's very small and like nitpicky to some. Some people can overlook that, but I do not understand. I'll even throw this scene at you. First, I'll just say, the picture behind me right now, it's Chatterer from the first movie. Chatterer from the second movie, having the eyes and the nose, really bums me out. But that one does get killed. The third one is Chatterer 3. He is seen in the later movies, and then of course that last one is from the Hellraiser 22 movie. So the only scene that I can ever remember Chatterer holding a hook, not even a hook, it was like this blade thing and a chain, is at the end of Hellraiser 8, and it was Chatterer 3, which is probably my favorite thing. And him and the bound Cenobite just cut through Lance Henriksen. It's a great scene, but that's not what this is. So I really, besides that, he's never ever seen holding a chain. He's supposed to be Pinhead's second lieutenant. He's just there for he's menacing enough with no chains, and he's never seen. He shoves his fucking hand in Kirsty's mouth. He doesn't need a chain or a fucking hook. He's never seen. Alright, I'll move on. Another small issue is, like I was saying before, the heads are too similar. I really feel like, again, this probably solely is the license issue, but you could have had Chatterer 2's head on there, like the one with the eyes and the nose. At least be different, not the same, but just mouth open. But yeah, so that's my issue. Okay. So final verdict on this. I'm not buying it because to me, for what it is, it's too expensive. And I don't really have enough room to display it anyway. But just like Pinhead, if it were a knockout, clearly a diorama base, if you get all four, if that was obvious or apparent, I would get it. But that's not what's happening. But having said all that, the blood, the head, the body, it all looks great. But I just cannot give it my Gotham stamp of approval, because I feel like if you can get past the issue, that's great for you. But if I were buying it, I would want to be able to take the damn chains off, and you can't with what he is giving you. It's unfortunate, but if there was a switch out to just remove the hooks and chain and not display that, or leave it laying on the base somewhere, it would be, a 9 out of 10. It would be, I could give you the Gotham stamp of approval, but as it is now, I can't. So we're going to adjourn. It's unfortunate, but I did, as I was getting the pictures that I showed you together, I did see this tease on Facebook, and I'll put it up now. So Butterball looks to be up next, and just foreshadowing, knowing me, I'm gonna fucking say something. I will absolutely be back here to talk about this one, but the base already, they're gonna all have the same base. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you want it to? Anyways, yeah, Butterball is up next. So disappointing. This is where I give it to you. Here is the gavel. You let me know in the comments what you think of this. Let me know if you think I'm being too nitpicky. I don't think anybody else who does this is going to talk about this kind of shit. Because I've seen the movies. I've seen the movies so much, and it's, yeah. As soon as I saw the tease, I told the wife, it's gonna have chains. I don't know why, but it's gonna have chains. So, and it did. And I just got the vibe, looking at Pinhead, the way he defended everything in comments on posts. He's gonna do the same base. And yeah, it's easy to predict. And you can think I'm crazy. Let me know if you think I'm crazy, but I do think it's lazy. It's unfortunate, because Franco, you're a great sculptor. I feel like I wish they would have let you do something else with the base, whether that's Ant or whoever the idiot is that owns this license. Fuck you. But my wife does thank you. I will say that, because I'm going to save a lot of money. But you guys, I appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. If you like it, hit the like button. Stick around, because Butterball's coming next. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. The room tour will get done eventually. And whatever is coming next, I'll catch you there. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.